What is up, guys? How are you guys doing? It is your boy Luis. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about the most scariest, the most horrifying TikToks in all the world. So get yourselves ready and don't watch this alone. It's never a good idea to watch these alone. So let's go ahead and jump into it. This has been just Luis. Alright, let's get straight to it. Alright, so I went ahead and put a collection of videos that I think are the scariest TikToks or the most interesting and conspiracy theory filled ones on the web today. They are the scariest ones on the web today. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, now we're gonna get into it.
What the heck is this? I had a family member who worked at the Prudential Center in Boston. This is the Museum of Science's live stream on the Boston Harbor. And I have no idea. You'll see it in a second. Gonna go off the building and bam! What is that? Just kind of flying around there. I zoomed in on it and put it in slow motion on the next part of the video. But the crazy part is the next day when he went back to try to replay it to show one of his coworkers, the Museum of Science had actually deleted that hour off of their live stream. So I don't think it was something that we were supposed to see. Is this extraterrestrial? Is this a government experience? This is, again, the Museum of Science in Boston's live cam. Tell me your thoughts.
I don't know. I mean, it already was crazy enough to have that on there, like right there, catch, like, you know, on the CCTV footage. But to go back and have the people tell you that, hey, we don't have that video for that specific hour, that just shows you that it's a whole conspiracy going on right there. I don't know, but I would at least try to get that footage out to the public if it were me. I don't know. Let's go ahead and jump on to the next one.
Are you sure?
Never open the door for strangers. That's already a given. I mean, I'm not going to open the door for no strangers if they coming up into my crib. What is this?
I just rang your doorbell. Yeah, can you hear me? What I'm looking for is for the girl that's in the house to come out here because I'm going to her in.
July 21st, 2021, Las Vegas. A woman is home alone in her kitchen with the window open after a long, hot day. Outside, a man is wandering through the neighborhood with no direction until he suddenly stops after noticing her inside. Minutes later, he walks up and rings the doorbell.
I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you positive?
He calmly repeats the same sentence over and over, saying he just has a few questions. But to make it all stranger, the woman didn't respond to anything the man was saying, and she wasn't even at the door at the time, so he was speaking to himself. Then he tries the handle, and thankfully it was locked. As he was about to leave, her husband speaks to him through the camera, asking who he is. That's when the man finally tells why he's here.
What I'm looking for is for the girl that's in the house to come out here because I'm going to I want to I have a knife and a gun.
He says he has a knife and a weapon and that he'll do horrible things to her if she opens the door. When police arrive, he was already gone. The next day, someone recognizes him in another neighborhood and called the cops. At the same day, he was arrested. Regardless what was behind his behavior that day, if that door was unlocked, it would have ended completely differently.
Man, that just goes to show you that you can't trust people walking around your neighborhood. Now I'm starting to understand why all those old-ass Karens were actually calling the police. They probably had dude walking up in their neighborhood or something. I don't know, but he was talking about a whole type of different kind of crazy stuff, saying he's got weapons and everything. Man, at least the other criminals try to bait you in and try to seem nice. This dude was just straight up experiencing and telling everybody what he was about to do to old girl if he caught her up. I don't know, man. This is a good reminder to always keep your doors locked. That's why I always keep mine on lockdown. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody coming through that door unless I say so. Let's jump into the next
Hollywood Records contract.
So we all just forgot about this video. Selena Gomez lost everything after this video went viral. It seems like this is the video where she tells everybody, hey, you know, I'm about to sell my soul. This is real.
Assignment.
because I'm going to have my first record ever and selling my soul to Hollywood Records. That's what I'm doing right now.
Selena Gomez should have never said that in front of her camera, because today she is no longer the same, and we just understand why. The video we saw was the day she signed her contract with Hollywood Records. She says word for word, "I'm going to sell my soul." No one took it seriously 16 years ago, but what has happened to her since she did that has been terrifying. Remember how her voice changed? And I'm not talking about a small change, I'm talking about a completely different voice. Look at how she speaks in one of her latest interviews.
It has been a wonderful addition to my life. I feel extremely lucky.
We can all say it's not the same person, and I'm not even talking about the empty look she gives. Everything about her is different, but the strangest part is her behavior. Look at that moment during an interview where she kisses her boyfriend's feet in front of everyone. The Selena from before, the one we knew, reserved, discreet, she would have never done that. And it's not just a weird moment, it's behavior that absolutely doesn't match the person she used to be. And then there is her face. I'm not just talking about surgery. From one photo to another, the proportions change. She no longer has the same jaw or the same nose, but most importantly, she doesn't have the same height anymore. She has grown, which is impossible at 33 years old. Some people notice this by comparing all her photos. You've also noticed that we barely see her in public anymore. She shows herself less and less, and when she does appear, it's always controlled, framed, as if every image has to be approved before being shown. Selena told us that day that she was going to sell her soul, but who could have predicted that it would lead to all of this? And today, everyone is asking the same question. Is it really still Selena?
Hollywood Records contract, and I'm
Man, I don't know, man. It does seem like she changed a lot. And that Benny Blanco video where she kissed his feet was absolutely diabolical. If you guys ever watched that, I mean, in the previous streams when he was streaming, the chat was telling him that he had to wash his feet, bro. Man, those feet look like he just did 20 miles in straight dirt and feet contacting, bro. And then the next stream, dude, Selena Gomez tells him, "Hey, look, your feet are out." She straight up kisses him. I don't know. The worst part is that Benny Blanco didn't even look fazed by it. He looked like he had already been through that a bunch of times. Like she'd be kissing up on his feet all day. That's diabolical, bro. Let's go on to the next.
I'm warning you, you're about to see some.
Alright, these are all perfectly normal faces. Keep your eyes on the red dot. Your mind will create monsters. Man, I don't even need a red dot for my mind to be creating no monsters, but let's go.
Crazy shit. Keep your eye on the red dot above if you're ready to face your inner demons. Don't pay attention to me, red dot, stay focused. The faces shown to the left and right here are all perfectly normal people, but don't look at them. Keep your focus steady on the red dot and your mind will slowly turn them into monsters. The flashed face distortion effect occurs when two faces are rapidly alternated while you fixate on a central point, keeping the faces right on the outskirts of your peripheral vision. Instead of seeing normal faces, the brain exaggerates differences between one face and the next, making them appear super distorted. This happens due to adaptive face perception, where the brain naturally overcompensates contrast to distinguish facial features more effectively, and only happens when you keep the faces on the edges of your peripheral vision, which causes your brain to sort of fill in the blanks, resulting them morphing into some unsettling looking creatures. But redirect your focus back on the faces and they turn right back into regular people. Don't believe me? Watch this again and look at the faces this time. I'm warning you, you're about to see some crazy shit.
Man, that's just more like an optical illusion. I mean, nowadays optical illusions are all over the place. It seems like you can't go one day without seeing an optical illusion. And with the shareness of the internet and everybody being able to click on everything, you got more of these people discovering new optical illusions and just sharing them with everybody. Alright, let's go ahead and jump on to the next clip.
$60 million to literally dim the sun by spraying chemicals in the atmosphere from planes. Outdoor experiments started last month. The company is called Stardust Solutions. The CEO is a former Israeli government nuclear physicist. The plan is to launch aircraft into the stratosphere and then disperse engineered aerosol particles that reflect sunlight back into space, which effectively cools the planet. They say they can counteract around 150 years of greenhouse gas emissions. Outdoor experiments were planned to start in April of 2026. The $60 million round was led by a billionaire climate investor and also backed by the family that owns Ferrari and Juventus. Scientists at MIT Technology Review called it reckless, and a UN climate official who briefly advised them quit over concerns. A 25-person startup with venture capital money wants to change the weather for the entire planet, and nobody voted on it. There is no international law that's governing this, nobody elected them, and nobody gave them consent. Scientists have warned that if the company starts spraying these chemicals and then suddenly stops, we could experience what's called turbination shock, which means that the temperatures might snap back catastrophically, and you can't undo it. In the movie Snowpiercer, humanity tried to cool the planet down using chemicals, but then accidentally froze the entire planet. Now, the concept is being actually tested in our real stratosphere. That's a startup trying to play God with Series A funding. If you want to stay updated on more dystopian tech news, then sign up for my free newsletter through the link in my bio. But as always, think about it, let me know what you think, and follow me. A startup just raised...
Yeah, I might have mentioned Snowpiercer, but I mean, there's one movie that we kind of forgot to mention. That was The Matrix, bro. The Matrix literally just started because of this right here. They wanted to keep all the robots uncharged and dying, so they literally sprayed the whole freaking atmosphere with these nanobots that made the sunlight just disappear. And that's the reason why we all got turned into batteries, man. Someone needs to show this CEO of The Matrix at least 2 or 3 times, my boy.
4 different species of aliens.
4 alien species have been pulled from crashed UFOs. Ex-government researcher
Other scientists called them greys, Nordics, insectoids, and reptilians. All of them have 2 arms and 2 legs, just like us. Experts speculate the reptilians are scaly with long tails, like a lizard. Insectoids look like a praying mantis. The greys look like your classic movie alien, and the Nordics look like a regular Swedish guy, but 7 feet tall. We haven't seen the evidence, but Pete Hegseth says more evidence is coming, and there are a lot of believers in Congress.
I have seen evidence in a skiff that leads me to believe there are things we cannot explain, and I have observed things that are of non-human origin and creation. That's my opinion.
4 different species of...
Man, I don't know. They're saying there's 4 different species of aliens now, man. That's just making me think, like, man, do we really have aliens popping up and down, man? I don't know, man. I'm a Christian myself, and I just keep on telling myself, man, those are just spirits, man. I don't know what's going on, bro, but still, man, all this alien talk has got me bugging, bro. Alright, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure, if you guys haven't yet, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. You guys smash that like button, and make sure you guys smash that share button so that everybody could be watching these videos. Stay up, man. Stay up, gang. This is the Luis IRL gang right here. And make sure you guys enjoy your day. Thank you, guys. Have a great one, guys.